All right, guys. Hey, I wanted to show y'all a website and then some of the PDFs that I've got because you know, I have more than just books. I've actually got a huge. I have like almost all of the bridge to spiritual freedom in PDF, and you can get it for free. And so I wanted to show that, and you go to the bridge to spiritualfreedom.org. The website looks like this. That's Darjeeling. Go to the archives. Alright. And then you've got some recent stuff. I don't have any of the recent stuff. I really got into the older stuff. Stuff from like the 50s. But you go into the the tabs, and then they got all these booklets. Now, when I was a little boy, I would remember seeing these booklets. Mom and Dad had a old chest, and when I was really little, they would keep a lot of this stuff in that chest. And then eventually, when I got big enough to start finding this stuff, they hid it somewhere else, right? But I was able to get in there a good bit. I was intrigued by it. Now they also had other stuff laying around, like a bunch of candles and stuff like that. Maybe I'll go into that a little bit more. But they had this stuff in there too. And these are the pamphlets. All right, you click on them, and obviously you go in it. Let's go to the. That was our front porch when it snowed one year. We're out in Georgia, so it don't snow here often. And for it to stick like that, definitely was not normal. But anyway, each one of these folders is full of those pamphlets. All right. And like I said, they're free. You could download these PDFs. I like Thomas Prince, Geraldine Innocent. She's probably my favorite. The Ballards is another old one. They were, I think, putting out the I Am stuff, I think, before the bridge. They really go into Saint Germain. And I'll get into these guys. I'll just be honest with you. I haven't necessarily read a bunch of their stuff just because my family was really into the bridge of the spiritual freedom. And when I was looking for answers, right, that's what I got into. That's like a diagram of going to your higher self, right? See the tube of light, right, from the higher self to the vessel, to us. But I wanted to show you guys this because I like Kuthumi. I do like Kuthumi. I mean, I'm close to Moria. Moria and Kuthumi are buddies. Sometimes in their other reincarnations, they were also together, as lovers. But they were always best friends, always friends. They always loved each other in some way or form. See if I can find it, because I got a bunch. The Guru and the Chela. I remember that one. I remember getting into that one as a kid. Wisdom of the Ages. Here we go, by Kuthumi. I remember finding this specific booklet when I was a little boy. I must have been like maybe 3. I was so young. And I actually got in trouble for finding it. You have to understand that I don't think I was supposed to find this stuff, right? If you've been keeping up with what I went through. But nevertheless, I was a curious child. And I found it. And the thing that stuck out to me the most, and I like this book. You should download it. The Wisdom of the Ages by the Ascended Master Kuthumi. Some good teachings in here. See, I got it highlighted. It's kind of what Kuthumi looks like. They don't always, you know, these drawings, I think my folks got too worked up on what the pictures look like. They don't always look just like the pictures, right? Because they reincarnate. Sometimes they come back to Earth in different incarnations. They don't look exactly like the pictures. You got to understand, you got to get to know these guys on like a soul level and what they're about. Anyway, but the flower, the lotus, or whatever that flower is, the rose, I really got into that. That's what made me remember this book. When I was a kid, I saw that. And I also read some of it too, or tried to. I mean, but when you're that young, right? You're not like a super good reader. Okay. But yeah, guys, check that out. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.